Hello. Since Frank asked me about this small cosmic cycle, and then Richard asked me about the six healing sound stuff, so today I'd like to share with you what I know about this topic. Okay, and you can look at that. This is a part of information for the YKT, or Wake Transform the Chi layer. Okay, first, we need to know why is there the Qi cultivations practice. What is it for? Okay. The reason for this Qi or energy practice is just for strengthen the body or healing. Okay. Those are the basic fundamental idea, and of course it can doing for different things in the martial arts. Okay. But right now, let's concentrate on the core, which is strengthening the body, mind, and or healing the body, mind. Okay. Now, okay. So the idea behind this strengthening and healing is just you help your body to provide it a conditions. So you help your body and mind to provide them a condition so that it be able to reset, restore, balance, and strengthening, grow or strengthen it by itself. Okay. So all the techniques used is actually helping him or helping them or provide them conditions so that it be able to balance itself and restore itself or reset itself and then further strengthen itself. Okay, this is the bottom line. Okay, so we must really careful for. Like normally when we see somebody doing this Qigong demo or this and that, can deliver Qi, this and that, sometimes you ask the question, you need to ask the question, so what is this thing got to do with balancing my body's Qi and let it restore and let it strengthen itself? Okay. This balancing, restore, and strengthening itself is not magic. It's not some show, party trick show. This is about health, about ourselves, our mind and body, how we live with. Okay. So similar with the Jing stuff, when people talk to you, I can do the 1-inch punch, a 2-inch punch, or 0-inch punch. Let's ask the questions. Okay, this is nice. But what is that got to do with my 7 balls in my body? Because what I want is how to handle these 7 balls in the body. Otherwise, I can do all this nice thing, but what is it for in the real life? Okay. So, especially in Qi, people will talk about projections, Qi, this and that and that and that. But if you look at it, well, what does it do to the body? You know, in the pragmatic way. That needs to be really careful. So in the internal practice of the Qi cultivation practice, be really careful. The core is for reset, balance, restore, and strengthen the body. Okay, and let the nature do that for you. So what you're trying to do is just give it a conditions, a good environment so that it be able to do its job. The nature can do its job. That's why people say let go, let God, or let go, let it be, because we just want to remove the resistance or disruptive or influence or anything or bias. Remove it so that the body and the mind, the Qi, the energy can balance itself, restore itself, and reset itself. Okay, so this is the main principle. This has to be really, really careful. Okay, the rest, whatever the techniques and everything, is just a method of helping it, a temporary method of helping it. It's not a permanent one. A permanent one, you need to let the nature take its own course. Okay? Okay, so that's number one. And in terms of how to develop this thing, the technology, and this is a technology, this has to be scientific, it's not something which is come out of the blue. Okay? It is no voodoo, it is not a belief. Sometimes people call me, oh yeah, I know, I don't believe in Qi. For me, you believe or not, it doesn't matter. It's just like I'm saying that I don't believe in the center of gravity. I mean, does it matter whether I believe it or not? It doesn't. Okay? So, okay. However, to develop Qi, or the body balancing or doing the Qi work, one need to know four types of the process. If you don't know this, you will end up missing step and have a whole bunch of stuff, and then you can have all kind of reason to explain things or doing different things, but still not going to get there. Or what you think it is not what it is. Especially as far as I'm going through that too. I know this because I go through all the screw up. Okay. A lot of time in us, in this period of time, is this era, we tend to get influenced by movies, by marketing and this and that, and end up that we just having this image in our mind of what is not instead of what it is. Okay, we just have image which is we build ourselves. Okay, so it's very important to see it as it is. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this four thing. Okay, so the first thing we need to understand is this. In terms of Qi development, okay, you need to know two things. One is you need to build up the energy. It's like what? It's like the cell phone. You need to charge up the battery. If you don't have the battery, there's nothing you can work with. You need to charge up the battery. The second thing, you need to make sure the circuits are all intact, properly intact. Okay. So as a cell phone, if the circuit is not intact and if you don't have battery, well, nothing can work. Okay, because nothing can. You cannot call somebody out of the blue. Okay, so you need to have this charging the battery, and the circuits need to be proper. Okay. Now, so let's go for the four steps. The step one. The first thing has to be do what? Relax, loose up. Why loose up? Because loose up can actually reset your circuits. Okay, and because it can reset your circuit, the thing will flow. Okay, and because the circuit is proper, then that means your body will be run more effectively, and at the same time the storing of the energy will be better. It's just like your battery. If you have resistance in your wire, then your charge up the battery is sluggish too, right? And or not that effective or not that efficient. But if you have a good wire and the wire is proper, then you have a flow and you have the systems function. Basically, is in the good conditions. Okay. So the first thing is the loosening up. So you can have a loosening up. Okay. And of course, your mind. If your mind is, if your body is not loosening up, your mind is not going to quiet down either. Because if you keep tensing, your mind, is not going to quiet down. Okay, so loosening up is number one. Okay, and of course the loosening up is going to influence your breathing. If you don't loosen up, your breathing is not going to get smooth. Okay, or not going to get deep. Okay, so your intake, volume intake of your lung and so forth is not going to be good. Okay, so the first thing is loose. So everybody, as we know today, oh, we're going to stand in the Danzhuang to loose and so forth. Okay, so loose doing that, and actually loose can help a lot, because if it is not some other issue, but just because of the circuit is no good, then loosing will smooth the flow and cause the flow to go proper, and so loose is a big thing. Okay, so that's the first thing, the loose. However, loose is just one of the four. Okay. The second thing is stretching. Okay. Because a lot of things, even when you lose it, the body, you try to lose it, relax it, you can, because why? It is stuck somewhere, or it's jamming somewhere. Okay. So losing, you can say, okay, you just sit down, relax, and loose it up. Okay? Your body is not don't need any action. Okay, just loosen, relaxing. Okay, then the circuit flow. Now you got to go to the second step, stretching. In order to get the jam or the blockage out, you need to do stretching, and this has to do with moving. Okay. Now let me show you a few stretch you can use daily, which is really important, which is usually people are doing the basic of the stretching needed in the Qi development practice. Okay. The first thing is stretching this. So what does it do? This actually stretch out the meridians and the muscle here. Okay, see that? Okay, and then of course there's a stretching downward and upward. Okay, so your body bend this way, this way, this way, this way. You kind of stretch it out. Okay. Okay. So that is the type of stretching I'm talking about, and it got to be done. Okay. And another thing which is good is this. So what is this stretch up? It stretch up my back. My shoulder blade, like this is a two shoulder blade, the back of the shoulder blade. Okay. And then it stretches horizontal way and goes sideways like this. And then straight down. So you see my spine this way. Okay, so at this point, stretch this way. And then stretch this way. So it's like an X behind. If you look at if this is my back, it's like you go this way and then you go up and down way. Okay, so it's stretched there. Okay, and then there is this way. Okay, so it is like you see, I turn my hand like that. Okay, stretching this way. This is a reverse hand stretch. Okay, and of course there is your hip motion exercise. Okay, just to play with the joint and so forth. And now, so there's a lot of this kind of stretching, which is going through the whole body. So if you look at the the steps like the Yi Jing Jing, the Shaolin Yi Jing Jing, the tendons stretching from the Shaolin. We have a lot of the stretching different. So those are the stretching, okay. And you need that. Just loose itself doesn't make it. Step one, the loose doesn't make it. You need to have the stretching, okay. And by the way, this thing and this thing and this thing, this type of stretching, is actually really effective if we are doing a lot of office work, typing the thing sitting on the chair. It helps a lot, okay. And of course, another stretching is like the YKT, the Become Transform, the leg exercise, the legs drill. It's just a stretching and playing, activate your whole legs. Okay, so the whole Become Transform is to stretch your body and so forth. Okay, so this is the thing which is needed. This is the second. Okay, and it's linked to the physical directly. First is losing of the physical. The second thing is the stretching. So the second, the stretching is like what we call the open up the gate. So the gate, like each joint is like a gate, open up the gate. Okay. So after these two, then you get the third one. That is, you enter into the process of developing the qi, or grow the qi. Okay. And usually people do is first loose up the body, and after the body stretch up, remove the hindrance or smooth out the flow, the circuit flow. Then they quiet down their mind, okay, and then they cultivate their breathing. So the breathing is deep enough, slowly deep enough, okay, meaning that of course your lung volume is going to increase. Okay, you're using the lower abs breathing, okay, and then you wait, okay. So you wait there, pay attention to the lower abs. You wait there. You wait until when one gets the real silence, the qi will surface in the lower abdomen, the dungeon area, and it will grow. And what one do is just keep waiting. Okay, waiting. And when it grow more and more to the full, then it automatically circulates. Okay. Now, in this process of the growth, people is not going to think about, oh, I need to have this circle this way, that running that way. No, what they do is they just silent. They just aware of their lower abs, or the breathing in the lower abs, and then things happen naturally. So there is no manipulations. Okay. So it is this part which is really important for growing the qi. Okay. If you don't go through this part, you don't have it. But to just be able to get the qi to grow in the abdomen is not a small job. It takes weeks or months, depending on how healthy the person is. If a weaker person will take, say, months, but a healthy person probably will take weeks to do it. Okay. But no matter what, it is silence, and you just let it. You just focus on certain thing, or aware of the lower abs, and then it automatically generates the thing. Okay, while you put the body in the loose or loose states. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. Okay. Now, The fourth step is this. The fourth step is usually is for the healing purpose. Okay. So what happens is that after one have the chi develops, okay, after they have the chi develops, if they have a certain blockage at the body, in the body, they use their mind to lead the chi going through that path or that circuits, so to dissolve that blockage. Okay. Now, that's number 4. But once they resolve their blockage, they will going back to step 3. Just to keep growing the chi and let it be, let go, and let go. Okay, just let the nature take its own course to balance the body and so forth. Okay. Now, the step 4. Usually one need to make sure one have adequate chi in the body in order to do that. The second thing is one have to know about the meridian flow, the directions, in order to do that. One must not touch this stuff if one do not have the chi and one do not know the flow. Okay, so why is it? Examples of this. If you have a water pipe, there's water already, okay? There's water in the pipe, so you just lead the water flow, okay? That is the leading the chi. Now, if you in the water pipe, if you don't have water at all, you're putting pressure in the pipe. And you say, oh yeah, it feels like there's different sensations because of there's the pressure and so forth. Well, that is not going to do the job, but instead, it is actually dissipate energy. Okay, so in the leading of the chi, when you say leading, it's meaning that the chi is there already, the energy is there, you just lead it. But if this is empty, there's no chi, you are pressuring it. Okay? And when you're pressuring it, sure you can feel sensation. However, what happens is what? You are actually dissipate energy there and cause more imbalance instead of balancing it. Because the notions of leading of the chi is to help the chi flow smoothly, so it be able to dissolve the blockage and become balanced. And now, if there's no chi there, you force it, okay, and end up with it create more imbalance because you pull energy from other place just to force it, okay. And of course, even the way how to force it with your mind, how focused you want to be focused and how to use your mind, that's another story. That's an issue. Okay. Now, that's one thing, right? The second thing is the flow. Like the 3 yin meridians from the legs. It flow up. When you exhale, you flow up. When you inhale, the 3 yin meridians, leg meridians flow from toes to the inside to the body trunk. Okay, so and in the inhale, the leg 3 yin meridian flow from the toes to where the inner thigh to inside to the body. Okay, there's the flow. If you go to the what they call it, the Chinese medicine acupuncture, you can read about the directions of the flow of the meridians. Okay. If you don't know this, and you think everybody's free thinking or interpretation is correct, if you go reverse it, you're causing yourself serious problem, because now you are actually imbalance the thing by your manipulations. Okay. So remember, The whole idea is try to help it to provide it the conditions or environment so that it become it get back to the nature state, and then you leave it alone. But in this case of forcing it when there's no qi, and you're leading it in a direction which is who knows what, is causing further problem. And sure, you often we can see people can boasting with other. Oh, I can have qi here. I can have qi here. Asking the question, what the heck are you doing with your balancing? Or are you purposely imbalancing just to show party tricks showing off? There's suicide. Okay. So all these four, the first, the loose, is a pretty safe. The stretching is pretty safe. When you come to the grow of the qi, those you need somebody has experience. When you need the fourth step, which is to dissolve blockage by leading qi, okay, that you need special people with a specialty who have experience and who really see food. Okay, so this four thing, disregard what you do in qigong or the qi development. You need to know these four steps. Where are you? Okay. Otherwise, you're thinking, oh, I lose up and everything will be fine. Well, is that true? Not exactly. Okay. And then when the qi flow, and you say, oh yeah, I got it already, it flow, blah blah blah. Why is that true? For the person who know the four step, they know right away how is this thing flow according to the basic principle of this four step. If this go differently or go against it, they know that there is not a proper practice. Okay, and so they know, because of that, they know the proper practice, and they know that it is not what manipulative as what we thought today. Okay, and a lot of time we have this thing about saying that, oh yeah, I can get energy from the sky, from the trees, from other people. And I have friends who even told me, oh, why don't we stand back to back, and then I can sense your energy and so forth. This is crazy. Even the Chinese who do the Qigong practice, the old master, is not going to play with those kind of stuff, because you do not know what you take inside your body. And you do not know if you can lose control of your qi and people just take it away. Okay? When you go stand in front of the trees, thinking you want to make a connection, or the qi and so forth, and flow and so forth. First, is that true? Don't know. Second, who is so sure that it is not your qi that tree absorb it? Not so sure. And if you have some other guy there who is sick with a different deficiency or something like that, who knows it is not you get dissipate. Okay? It is about potential energy, which have a higher potential who took work and a kinetic energy. So all these things, you need a teacher. But here I can tell you, you need to follow this four layer. You have to be really clear in this four layer in order to play this game. Okay? So there's four things. So okay, now we talk about, say, be more specific. Say the small cosmic, 小周天. Usually, after the whole body loose and everything stretch out, you go down there, you relax, you pay attention to the breathing, and after a while, the breathing get deep, like breathing per minute, repetition per minute go down to 5, 4, 3, or something else in the area, and qi start to exist, okay, because your mind quiet down and so forth. And then it hit it warm up and warm up, warm up, and then it just going warm up the whole spine, and then it go circulate and so forth. Okay, it going by its way. Okay, and then one is just pay attention to this thing of following the chi flow and so forth. So there's a different type of practice, but usually people just flow aware of the lower abs, so let the flow go by itself. Okay, and that way is safer. And some practice is once the heat flow going through, one just aware of how the flow going through. Okay, so there's the general practice. Okay, and when they finish with the practice, they're always going down to the lower abs, and then it get the chi back to the lower abs. The body get heated up and so forth, so forth. The Du Meridian and the Ren Meridian, this kind of stuff. So that is the Xiao Zhou Tian small cosmic circle. Okay. So practically one is just like getting into a sleep, a deep sleep, and the whole body take care of itself. It's not like, oh, I need to go thinking, from this point it's going to flow chi that point. As well as good luck. You're going to violate number 4. If there's no chi enough inside your body, you force it. What it cause? More imbalance. If the flow is improper, what do? You screw it up, force more imbalance. So in the Chinese practice, those type of practice, a lot of time people call it the empty turning the small cosmic, meaning that there's no chi there. You just try to force it and so forth. Okay, and that turns out to dissipate more and burning a lot of your own energy. And of course, in the cases somebody even try to force heat in the lower abdomen. They thought that, oh, I can heat up the abdomen, meaning I have chi. So and what? They use a lot of very strong intention, and they use very strong breathing. They got it, the heat. What they don't know is that type of heat is the heat which is burning chi. So the more they heat it up, suddenly they feel that like the sexual desire go up. They thought, oh yeah, this is I have chi. No, actually they're burning up your kidney yin. It causes your kidney, for a long time, it causes a kidney deficiency. In the real proper practice, that must not happen. Okay, so you need a teacher for that. I just tell you this so that you watch out. Okay, overheat and all this thing. It means something. It's just not you read a book or. And again, why does it have to be small cosmic cycle for healing? Do we really care? We don't. Because our goal is what? Our goal is to use the small cosmic cycle to do what? To let the body balance itself. That is the intermediate steps. It is not the ultimate steps. Okay? The ultimate step is to let the body, the bottom line is to let the body heal itself, remove the hindrance. Okay? And there's many ways you can cultivate chi. It's not only small small cosmic cycle or Xiao Zhou Tian. There's more than different ways. Okay? There's one other way which is just like let go everything, like and directly going to the using the mind and so forth, so forth. There's different techniques to restore, and all these different techniques is suitable for different people. So as what I said in the ancient small cosmic cycle, normally the people with say extremely high blood pressure, they don't do that. They have to use different type. Okay, which is by visualizations, entering into the silence without going through the chi flow path. Okay, so there are different techniques for different people is not one fit all. But what we do know for the key point is, the whole bottom line is, let it be, let go, let it be, let the nature take the course, let it restore, reset, and balance out. What we do only is to remove the hindrance, and then there's temporary stuff. After that, we'll leave it alone. Okay? So this is bottom line. Okay, so that is about this is my sharing with Frank, who asked this question. And also with Frank and with Richard. Next, I want to talk about 6 healing sound. Okay. So in the Chinese system, the Qi development system, there is the 6 healing sounds, and also from the Buddhist system, which is the 6-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? Now, those are different stuff. Okay, different stuff. The Om Mani Padme Hum is directly linked to your 7th chakra. Okay? Open up your 7th chakra. The 6 healing sound is actually open up your organs, your internal organs. Okay? So let's go through one by one. Let me tell you what it is, so that you can know what it is. Okay? But just you can experience it right now for what I'm telling you. Okay? But don't do it in a long time practice. Okay? Because there's a different issue for the long-term practice. Okay? So this is just to lead you to let you know what it is, because all this Qi and the Jing and all these things, this all are technology. This is nothing from blue. Why? It's just like this is related to Buddhism. And Buddhism is talking about cause and effect. It's not something out of the blue. Everything has a cause and effect. Okay. So right now, let's talk about this mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, and just get it very simple. Talk about the 3. Om Ah Hum. Okay? If you pronounce Om, okay, notice people normally will say Om, O-M, Om. Okay? Actually, Om is not proper, it's Om, O-O-N-G, Om. Why? You can do this. When you say Om, you can feel your head like vibration. Om. Okay? If you say Om, it's like more here. So that's no problem. Om, you have this vibration feeling. Okay, when you say that, you can feel that right away. That's the mantra, the power of the mantra. Open up the chakras. Okay. When you say Ah, it is this thing. When you say Hum, Hum, it is this thing. You can feel your lower abs contract. Hum. Okay. So like the system, like the Hermes Zhuang, the mother arts of the Xiulin Tao, using this type of syllable, the mantra, okay, the sound for the Qi practice. Okay, yes, Hermes Zhuang using this, okay, for healing and for martial art stuff. Okay, and like when they want to heat up their body, they can use Hum. Okay, so a whole bunch of different stuff. Okay, so there's Om Ah Hum. You can try it. Okay, so this is the you do the sound, you activate the different part of your body. That's what it is. Okay, but now I want to tell you this. Why no long-term practice? Because this is like what? Vibrations. This is the vibrations, medicines. Because they influence different part of your body. So different mantra have a different purpose. Okay? So when you say Om Mani Padme Hum, it's actually Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? And that is a way of the balance or regulate or what do you call it, or tuning your body's energy stuff, okay? But the Om Mani Padme Hum, usually you need to be vegetarian to do it because of, remember, diet got to do with your body too, okay? So normally for the Om Mani Padme Hum, people have to do it with the vegetarian diets. And only one thing, one mantra, which is we know it can be done without vegetarian, fully vegetarian, and that's the Chunti mantra. Om Tsuri Churi Chunti Soha. Okay. Om Tsuri Churi Chunti Soha. That one can be done with it. Can be practiced without vegetarians. Yeah. Okay. So that is this Chunti mantra is a safe one, okay? Because you can read the history of China. It is hundreds of thousands of years of history and track records there, okay? And usually this mantra, there's a different proper ways to do it too. It's not just you just recite it, because that has its conditions. Say, for example, any mantra, but if I use the Om Mani Padme Hum as the example, it is like this. First, when I recite a mantra, I have to use my ear to hear, to listen to the mantra. Okay? So at exhale, I say Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? At inhale, I relax and do not say anything. Just relax. Let the breathing come automatically. So at exhale phase, I say Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? And while I say Om Mani Padme Hum, I listen with my ear to the mantra. Okay? So in other words, that you use your mind to face lock with your mantra. Okay. Now, another thing is, for long-term practice, more than a 20 minutes practice or more than 10 minutes practice, usually people don't make sounds. Their lips move a little bit slightly, their tongue moving, their lips move slightly. They're just doing exhale Om Mani Padme Hum, exhale Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? So exhale Om Mani Padme Hum, inhale, release, relax, and let the breathing and everything go automatic. Okay? And then exhale Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? And they don't give out sounds, they don't make sounds, their tongue moving, their mouth moves slightly. So when they're doing meditations with the Om Mani Padme Hum, they can go sit down, with mudra or without mudra, with your hand. Okay, just relax, sit down someplace and repeat it again, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, and you can get into samadhi, which is same thing as what we talk about the using the small cosmic or 小周天 techniques to enter into the silence and let it be, okay, get into the state. So this is the Buddhist, the samadhi, okay. So there's a different ways to get into the samadhi, and this one is using the mantra, okay. So one other thing has to be known here too. Usually when people start practicing mantra, their breath is shallow. Say if they say they do Om Mani Padme Hum, their breath is already finished. Then they relax and inhale. But after they will do a while, then every exhale they can maybe do 3 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Then they inhale. Okay. Now after a while, the practice they probably can do, say, 5 Om Mani Padme Hum per exhale. But all this is going through very naturally, and this is actually your breathing getting more and more deeper and deeper. Your silence get more and more deeper. So you progress. So you see, at the beginning, you only might be able to see Om Mani Padme Hum, okay, and then maybe after 3 months you can do 3 Om Mani Padme Hum per breathing. But all this comes naturally, nothing forced or anything. And when you inhale, you just relax it. Okay, so that is the Om Mani Padme Hum, and the same thing apply with people interested in do the Junti mantra, Om Sri Juli Junti Soha. Same thing. Okay, so for me, I rather people doing this than doing the small cosmic circle and a whole bunch of stuff. I rather people doing the loose up the body, doing the stretching, and then doing the mantra. Simple. You don't have to mess around anything because your job is only to do the mantra and that's it. Instead of thinking, oh, I have this energy flow, this and that and that and that, and then it's lost. Okay, and then you have a different kind of thought, or is that this is right, this Duncan area is proper or not. A whole bunch of things comes up. Well, why do I know this? Because I go through this. Okay? So I tell you, it is better deal to do the Om Mani Padme Hum or to do the Junti mantra. Okay? And if you do more than an hour a day for 100 days, you can see the difference because it's just slowly changing your body, alignment and so forth. Okay? Because at that 1 hour you're doing it properly, you actually reset, restore and balance your body. Okay? So there's the Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantras. Now, 6 healing sounds is a different beast. 6 healing sounds. The liver is Xu Xu. The heart is Ke. The stomach is Hu. The lung is Xia. The kidney is Cui. The triple hit or Sanjiao is Xi. Well, sound easy? No. This is just what you see. Let me tell you a few things about it. First thing, that sound is not created from here. In fact, in the real training, you don't have those type of sound. Say if I want to do the whole stomach sound, okay? The real thing doing it, I exaggerate a little bit because you need to hear what I'm doing. And the real world is not going to be produce a sound, okay? The sound will sound like this. So what is this? Actually, it's ooh, it's ooh, 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 ooh. It's in the woo. The woo is vibrating this part first, and then you open it up. Not exactly the vibration, but it actually influences it. Okay, it is type of a really, what do you call it? It is a subtle influence on it. Okay. Okay. So when people say who is not using the thought to say who is who using this lower abs breathing when you exhale, it contracting, and who it generate like a standing wave here, not exact, but it's like a standing wave here where you have this part of the stomach, the internal organ, the stomach, the pancreas, activate. Okay. So when they say the kidney tree is actually 是 Wei Yi Cui. Tui is the yi sound. Wei is lifted up a little bit, feeling internally lifted up, and the yi cause some kinds of vibrations or some kind of sensation there. Tui, okay, and of course using the lower abs. So is it simple? No, it takes a long time to develop the lower abs breathing, and then to actually like tuning a piano. You tune the activations, okay? Or it's like a flute, the music flute. You tune the music, the notes, okay? That is the 6 healing sound. And again, the 6 healing sounds you need to do in the whole system. You don't want to do it in like a, oh, I have a kidney deficiency. I just go three. No. You do that, you still screw up the whole balance too. So in the 6 healing sound, people have to do the full set. Start from the liver, to the heart, to the stomach, to the lung, and then the kidney, and then the sanjiao, the triple hit. Okay, have to do that whole system every time, not single anything. Okay, when people do a single note, it's only when people want to, again, to what you call it, to balance a certain thing temporarily, or to open up some blockage temporary, and then once they open it up, they always has to get back to this, all the 6 sounds, the whole system has to be done the same time. Okay? So today, if you look at a lot of this practice, at one point, me and Sifu Robert Chu is in one of the 6 healing sound forum by this the Chinese medicine teacher and so forth. And that guy is actually teaching it totally screwed up wrong way. And there's so many people inside there. You know, this is a web seminar, and I want to say something, but my brother Sifu Robert Chu said, "Shut up, Hendrik." Okay. But you imagine, if you first, how can you heal anybody with that? Even you are right, if you practice properly, you might improve your health, but still, you don't know what is the effectiveness. Now, if it is what do you call it? Practice wrongly, what is going to do? You might not have no effect, or you might even produce more issues. Okay. So a lot of time, things is politically incorrect to say something. But since this is a YouTube between me and you guys, who is friend and sharing only, I tell you, you don't screw around with this kind of stuff. This is like what? Like RX, like your recipe, drug recipe. We have the FDA to actually regulate the food and the drugs. But this type of the energy stuff or the vibration stuff, it is the same dangerous long-term wise if you practice. So the Chinese have a term called 偏差, meaning bias. Okay? Okay. So here I share with you about the 6 healing sound. 6 healing sound is not up to your imaginations. It has its own principle and regulation how to do it. Okay? And you know it. If you want 6 healing sound, need to practice all 6 together, and by the sequence, the proper sequence. And you need to know that the sound is not from the throat sound. It's actually the influencing the internal organs. Like if I practice it properly, you are not hearing my sound. Okay, let me show you the full. Okay. Okay. Pay attention to my lower abs. Okay, and you see I'm saying it, but and my mouth too. Okay, because they're using that as a part of control of my internal organs. Okay. Okay, so that's the six healing sound. Okay, so that's for you guys today, and I know this is a long video, long clip, but I think it's worth it to point this thing out for you so that you guys know the differences and what is the quote unquote proper the Chinese practice. Okay, based on the real deal which is the using in China for healing, for strengthening and martial art purpose. Okay, thank you.